you know, you could get a normal job, or in America you couldn't, but in Canada you might be able to. You know, and you don't. Instead, you chase this other thing, and it's an attachment to yourself. There is no such thing as living the dream. I'm doing show running now. You know, I'm lucky. I have this guy Rob Cooper who does all the math, organizational parts of it, and like the like heavy like figuring out the structural how to actually do it. But you know, it's you want things until you have them, and then once you have them, you either love them and they become part of you, or you start looking for the next thing. It's my life, Paul. It was always sort of my life. I never didn't identify as a screenwriter, even when I worked at a comic book store. I thought of myself as a screenwriter, and it's because I write all the time. I write less now that I'm doing a TV show than I ever have in my life, because I'm so tired from the TV show and like doing all these rewrites on different episodes of it. It's been bizarre. I've only written 2 features this year, which is like insanely low for me. But I've written, Neil, how many episodes of the TV show did I write? 4 or 5? 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But 6, 7. So I wrote 5 of 8 of the episodes of my show. Jesus. And then I rewrote the. So I guess I'm doing okay with writing. Well, no, I like my script Deeper that we just set up. Like I wrote that in I think 7 hours. And then you know American Ultra is like a month. Mr. Right's like 3 days. Chronicle was like a week. I just get excited about a story. You know, what happens is for months, I'll tell people an idea for a movie that I have. And you can see me do it on YouTube. I'll talk about ideas for movies constantly. And if I can get people to listen to them while I talk to them, depending on how interested they are, I go, maybe that's worth writing. Then I start writing pieces of movies. There's something like maybe 400, 500 final draft files on my computer, anywhere from 1 to 70 pages that are scripts that I'm working on. And I'll come back to them and I'll leave them. And very rarely will I ever finish those. The ones that I start and then I go, oh, now I write this part. Now I do that part. Now I do this part and that part. Now this part. Now I can go there. Then I'm done. I'm usually seriously working on about 4 scripts at a time. I do it in my spare time. I get distracted from other stuff I'm supposed to be doing by writing. I get distracted from my scripts by my other scripts, and then eventually they're done, and they either sell or they don't. And you know, it's my hobby and my only passion in the world, and the only thing that makes me happy. And because the nature of story is keeping you like this, right? Everything is this. It's, okay, here's the world I'm presented with. Now something's happening in it. You know, the most boring films are ones where you're like this. And the most exciting films are ones where you're like this. There's a reason the human body leans in. It's because it wants more information. It's you as an ape asking a movie for more information. It's asking an impossible thing. Maybe if I get closer to it, I can get more of it. You feel things in bursts and pops, and like The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing works because it never tells you what it is. It goes like this. Okay, movie's starting. There's a helicopter and a dog. This is going on for a long... Whoa, they really want to kill that dog. Why would anyone want to kill that dog this bad? And some people, it's not for everyone. Some people will be bored midway through the thing. You know, it's constant questioning. You know, movies, once you break down to thematic elements to question and answer, you start seeing all of these things that are nascent in your own life. I mean, like, have you ever texted with someone who you're flirting with, and then they don't text you back, and you start to think they hate you, and something has changed, and now they don't like you anymore? And then they text you back, they're like, sorry, I was in a movie, or I was in the shower, and you're like, oh. And you forget how the tension built in you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the manipulation of emotions. That's narrative. Question, answer. That's just life.